Good day, viewers. Welcome back. I'd like to propose something today about true leadership in our humanist community. We have authoritarianism versus this balanced approach to leadership. Now, most social animals and most primates require some form of leadership, and that includes human beings. Whether it's chimps, the gorillas, the elephants, the lions, the wolves, other social animals, the majority of us who are social animals, do require some form of leadership. Whether that leadership is patriarchal, matriarchal, controlling, violent, or more benign. Some type of leadership. Now, the examples of authoritarianism, we have cults, we have fascism, and some forms of religion, which many of us have come out of, and even some secular versions of authoritarianism as well. Now, there are two extremes on the spectrum here I'd like to discuss, because most of us do this, at least I have. We leave a philosophy, a political party, a religion, or whatever. And when you leave something, you go to the other extreme, rather than finding some kind of balanced approach. Most of us do that. Now, we already know the extremism of authoritarianism. Many of us have experienced that in our past. We don't want that. But we also have the other extreme, which is the no visible leadership, which is a almost pure egalitarianism leadership. Now, we all like that word egalitarianism. We're all created equal. Let's promote equality. Now, first of all, biologically, there's no such thing as equality. There's a lot of people are born with high IQs, better looks, better appearance, stronger bodies, what have you. But what we really promote, obviously, is equity, fairness, and justice. I'm proposing a non-authoritarianism, visible leadership. And what do I mean by that? First of all, leaders must have several things to be successful in their groups. Number one, a message. Got to have a message. What do you believe in? What is this group about? I discussed that last week. Number two, leaders must have vision. Without a vision, people perish. Without a vision, groups will perish. At the very least, they'll never grow. They'll remain small. There must be some kind of goal, objective. Someone standing there, sitting there, and talking about this. This is what we believe. This is what we discuss. This is our vision. Leaders must also have passion, intensity. On the front lines, trailblazers, vanguard, intense. If we look throughout history, any movement, whether it's a great movement or a bad movement, has usually been started by intense, strong leadership that are filled with intensity and passion. Leaders must also exemplify life experience, not only plaques on the wall, degrees, levels of education, PhDs, that's all good. But we need leaders that have also life experience. Leaders must also have compassion, empathy, and love. Now, what I'm proposing are these visible leaders that lead by two ways. Number one, by example. We've all known people throughout our years that we've looked up to. We want to emulate maybe their character, their personality, their pristine behavior around others. We're not talking about conforming to someone else. We do promote free thought, free inquiry, individualism, obviously, and humanism, but you emulate certain people that you looked up to. So leadership leads by example and gentle, and I repeat, gentle persuasion. Now, the old analogy, you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make that horse drink the water until that horse is thirsty. Leaders do not lead by control. They do not lead by command. They do not lead by fear or threats. Many of us have seen that in our past. Nor do they lead by coercion. I'm promoting leaders that do believe in more democratic pluralism. But that does not mean that we remove visible leaders. We still have checks and balances. Checks and balances, discussions over our differences, learning from each other. And leaders must be held accountable by others, surrounded by what I call mature, life-experienced advisors. Because no one person, no one group knows everything. We need each other. We need those checks and balances. So let's not allow our fear of the past that we came out of hinder our movement, impede our movement ahead. Let's not go the other extreme. Let's remember that there's a balanced approach that I am promoting of leadership. So remember, my friends, to let the light and the compassion of secular humanism shine. Have a wonderful day.